Welcome back. Our next segment is about iPods and iTunes. This is the first segment we've done on the subject, and I think it's about time. This week, our tech host, Romaine, is going to tell us how to put songs from your iPod onto your iTunes. Hey, Romaine, how's it going?
Not bad. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
So today, we are talking about iPods and iTunes, but more specifically, how to get music from your iPod onto the iTunes.
This is kind of backwards from what I would have thought the segment would be
Yes.
about.
Well, you know what? It's an issue that a lot of people have had. I've had it myself.
Yeah.
Like, you know when you plug in your iPod and then iTunes would automatically want to sync it,
Right.
which normally means erase your music. Because,
that actually happened to me a few weeks ago. I was like, oh my God, it was like
And
a
you
little
lose
bit
all
of a
your music.
crisis.
Exactly.
I figured it out, luckily, but I had a bit of a meltdown in the process.
But this happens a lot of times because what happens is, like, say for example, I want to get some music from your iPod. I
Right.
love your music.
Yeah.
And I want to get it on mine.
Okay.
But what happens is because mine is synced with my iTunes, it won't allow that to happen, right?
Okay.
But it'll erase all your music.
Okay.
So I've got a way that will actually get your music and keep it safe,
And
but
keep
I'll be
your
able to
music.
and keep my music safe as well, but I'll still have it. You know?
Sweet. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So the first thing we're going to do is actually plug in my iPod here.
Okay.
Nice little,
Yeah, I have the same one. We're
nice.
iPod twins.
All right.
Both got good taste.
So we're going to plug that in there. And just to get started. So you plug it in just a regular way, like you were uploading music
Right.
or downloading, music onto your iPod.
Okay.
All right. So what we're going to do is actually access our iPod from my computer.
Okay.
What's actually going to happen now is iTunes is probably open on its own,
Right.
Because it's recognized that the iPod's plugged in. But we're going to ignore it when it opens, and we're just going to go to my computer.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Adjusting it for me there. Thank you. All right. So as you can see here, the iPod is shown up in my computer as a regular removable disk.
Yep.
So, for example, if you plug in a USB key, it shows up the same way.
Right.
So we can actually also access it the same way.
Okay.
All right. So what we want to do is open that up. And if you notice there's several calendars. Sorry, there's calendars and several folders there that are available to us.
Okay.
But the one that we actually need, or I see iTunes is open in the back here.
Right.
So we're going to minimize that for now. Oh. Sorry,
Okay.
just having a little trouble here.
No worries.
All right, here we go.
There we go.
So what we're going to do is actually, we want to get this folder. All right, so we can go to Tools,
Okay.
Folder Options.
Yep.
All right, then we want to navigate to the View window.
Okay.
And within this window, there's like a lot of different options. But the one that we want, if you go down a little bit, it says Hidden Files and Folders.
Oh, okay. So the one we want is actually hidden
Exactly.
right now.
So what we want to do is show hidden files and folders.
Okay.
We want to hit Apply.
Okay.
And then select OK.
Okay.
So now, if we look within the list of folders here,
Okay.
we have one that says iPod Control.
Okay.
All right. So what we want to do is actually open that up,
Okay.
and within here we will find a folder called Music.
Perfect.
All right. So this is where the gold is kept. All right. This is what we want to copy. All right.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. All right, so what we want to actually do is on our desktop, we want to actually create a folder to which we're going to copy all of this music to.
Right, okay.
All right, so just somewhere to store it temporarily while we're doing this. So we're going to go back to our desktop.
Okay.
Just simply right-click, New Folder, and we're just going to call it Music.
And again, this is for the Windows user.
This is for the Windows user.
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct. All right, so I'm sure there's a way to do it for Mac, but this is addressing for Windows.
Okay.
So there we have our music folder. So what we want to do now is actually go to this folder.
Okay.
We're going to open it up, and within this folder there's a series like starting with F00 and it goes all the way up to 13 on mine. But they're all different, exactly, all different folders of music.
Okay.
So what you want to do is actually copy. If you wanted all the music on somebody's iPod, you can simply press Control A, and that'll select everything. But that's going to take a while to transfer, so we're not going to do that today.
All right.
We'll just grab one of them for now.
We'll just break it down a little
and we can either right-click, copy, and then paste in the folder. But for now, we're just going to grab it and drag it over here to that folder.
I love when you can click and drag.
Yeah, it's a lot easier, right? So here we have the folder transferring all the music right now. So it's going to take a while. So right now we can actually do some interpretive dance for the viewers.
Oh, great.
If you want to do that.
Maybe act out one of the songs on your iPod.
Maybe. I'll think about that. No, I don't think they want to see that.
I don't think anybody wants to see that, unfortunately.
All right, so here we have, it's just taking like 35 seconds, so that's
it goes
fine.
pretty fast though, eh?
Yeah, depending on your computer, right?
And this is like a whole bunch of songs in that one folder, right?
A lot of songs.
Pretty impressive.
I'd like to think my music collection is pretty good. So,
pretty good.
Some
All right.
some pretty good songs in there.
Okay.
All right, so 20 seconds.
Okay.
All right, so we're actually now finished with this folder. We don't need it once we've gotten our music, so we can close it now.
Okay.
And once that's loaded up, then we can work within that folder as well.
Perfect.
Okay, so we have 10 seconds.
Okay.
All right.
We've got the countdown going here.
Yeah, it's actually pretty quick. So.
Yeah, no, it's super quick.
Perfect.
I'm pretty impressed.
So we can open that up, and now we have our folder there. But we got to do one more step before we can actually access that music.
All right, what's that one more step?
All right, now this folder is actually hidden as well. So what we want to do
Why are they all
is...
hidden? I don't get it.
I don't know. Mac is very like tight-lipped. They like to keep their stuff on lock. You know, they don't want anybody to access it.
Good thing we have you here to crack it open.
So what we do is properties, and there's a little box down here under attributes that's selected, and it's hidden.
Okay.
So we actually want to uncheck that, hit apply, OK, which is apply changes to this folder.
Okay.
Hit OK again, and now that folder is actually available to us.
Okay.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Now, what we want to do is jump into iTunes.
Okay.
Okay. Am I moving too fast here, or are we good?
No,
We're good?
I got it.
You got it?
There's a lot of steps here, but again, people can always check it out on our website,
Exactly.
right? Okay.
So we can jump into iTunes now. What we want to do is actually navigate to where the files are kept on our computer.
All right. So
okay.
let's check it out on the monitor.
So we want to
here.
go to Edit,
Okay.
Preferences, and we also want to go to Advanced Settings.
Okay.
Within the Advanced Settings, there's a window that says iTunes Media Location or Folder Location.
Okay.
So this is where all the iTunes music is kept.
Okay.
So basically what we want to do now is take the music that we've taken from the iPod and put it in that folder.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like take it from someone else's iPod
yes,
and add it to your
and
own,
add it to your folder. So we're going to cancel that. We're going to head over to My Computer.
Okay.
All right. We're going to navigate to that folder.
Okay. How did you figure out how to do all this, by the way?
Sounds
like it's kind of an undercover operation.
I'm quite skilled.
quite savvy.
Skilled. Okay. So we're going to find that.
Okay.
Okay. So what we do is get that there. 1 second. And documents. 1 second. And music. And then we have iTunes. And now we want to drop it into this folder here.
Okay.
So if we go like this, drag and drop into this folder.
Oh, perfect. There we go.
Now we see that it's within that folder right there.
Yeah, great.
Okay. Now we jump back into iTunes.
Yep.
And now we go File.
Okay.
Add folder to library.
Yep.
And then what we do now is navigate to that folder.
Okay.
So we have here My Music, iTunes, iTunes Media. Select that.
Perfect.
And there we have it right there.
Awesome.
Say OK.
Okay.
And it should load up.
Nice.
There we go.
Oh yeah, there we go. Look at all the
loading up
songs
right
going.
now.
Cool.
And we should have our music ready on iTunes.
Oh, that's awesome. That was a really cool segment, actually.
No problem.
Yeah,
No problem.
totally different from what I expected, like I said. But, I definitely learned a lot. So, yeah, I know I've had trouble with my iPod before, and I'm sure many other viewers have as well. And transferring songs can definitely be difficult. You kind of have to figure it out as you go often,
it takes
right?
time.
Yeah, so laying it out like that was definitely a really big help. And I'm sure our viewers thought so as well. Stay tuned, guys, because after the break, our tech host, Abid, is going to talk to us about search engine optimization. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to find out after the break.